So all this time, Rashad Jamal was talking about the government, the FBI, the CIA, and various people taking him down. Shit, the whole damn time, as it appears that Rashad Jamal's wife, not only was she sleeping with somebody else, but shit, she had some other stuff that was going on. I honestly couldn't believe it because now Rashad Jamal's wife on Instagram, her name is Life of Simply Princess, which is crazy work because looking at her page on Instagram, once you visit the page, you will see that there's absolutely no post of Rashad Jamal. What the hell is going on with that? Now we've heard from Rashad Jamal, the letter's been dropped, the stuff what he said about Zakia. This is a lesson right here within itself about watching them people that's close to you because his own wife was on some other shit. And as the letter pretty much proves, and it showed that Rashad pretty much knew the whole damn time what the fuck was going on. I don't know whether or not if Rashad Jamal, if he knew Big Homie CC from them streets. You know, Rashad is from Chicago. I've heard this dude speak several times talking about Chicago as well. I don't know what the beef was about, but from the letter, as it appears that, Big Homie CC basically done sent them people to get at Rashad Jamal. And that was the reason why Rashad Jamal had the shank in the first place, because he felt as if that his life was in danger. As far as Arcades is concerned, what I remember of him was that he was one of the largest Rashad Jamal supporters. I mean, he was making music, within his lyrics, he was talking about Rashad Jamal. And I legit from the beginning felt as if that he, in some way, form, or fashion, he actually looked up to Rashad Jamal. But the moment that Rashad Jamal got locked up, him and five other people attended Rashad Jamal's trial. And upon doing so, attending Rashad Jamal's trial, which is crazy as hell, after all of that, then this dude got out here and was saying all this stuff about Rashad, about how violent that he was, and you shouldn't listen to him, you shouldn't, basically, follow that level of movement. And I was thrown off by it because I legit thought that he was in support of Rashad. But it goes right back to what I said before in reference to the people that are closest to you. You got to watch them. Social media is some shit. I'm talking about it is some shit because even this guy right here, Rail Chosen, he was a big supporter and very close to Rashad Jamal as it appeared on social media. So to hear him turn a new leaf now and be hanging out with 607 Unc, being that Rashad Jamal felt some kind of way about 607 Unc, and we learned that from the jail call that he made, and him mentioning certain people, not just content creators, but to see Rail Chosen chilling with 607 Unc, man, is it boy, I'm trying to tell you, like, this is very weird to me because I remember when Rail Chosen was rocking with Rashad Jamal and he was talking cash shit about Young Pharaoh. So to see him on a photo with Young Pharaoh, to see him in a video with Young Pharaoh, I just couldn't believe it, yo. Because I'm like, this is one of the people that rock with Rashad Jamal. And I know you all recall that beef that Rashad Jamal had with Young Pharaoh, and all of the stuff that was said back and forth. Remember, Rashad Jamal made a song, about Young Pharaoh's baby mother, Golden Beauty, when Rashad was hinting at that he could pull her. That is the shit that I'm talking about that I find to be strange as hell. But in 2026, I'm pretty sure we're going to see some even stranger stuff, man. Y'all make sure that y'all guard y'all modesty. And above all, make sure that you watch them people that are closest to you. That's the first thing that I noticed in the letter that Rashad Jamal wrote, and the breaking news now that should be going triple viral on social media, that Rashad Jamal basically said that Zakiya, that she's not his wife. Basically, he said, that is not my wife. That bitch is not my wife. And it's been proven throughout the letter that was written by Rashad Jamal, because as I got the information, I had to make sure that I cleared the picture up first just so that everybody could see it. But Rashad just basically said that that bitch ain't my wife. That's what Rashad Jamal said. And another thing too about the letter that Rashad Jamal wrote, he said that he not dealing with his sexuality. That was another thing that caught my attention. And then he also mentioned certain people like Phase One, 607 Unc, and he also mentioned Big Homie CC. And what he said about Big Homie CC was that dude put a hit out on him, or he put a hit out on somebody, one or the damn other. It really got me sitting back thinking now, on whether or not if Rashad Jamal's wife, if she was in contact with 607 Big Homie CC, the Phase One dude, and a few other people like Arcades and Rail Chosen. And the reason I say that because Rail Chosen and Arcades, now they done switched up their whole stance when it come down to Rashad Jamal. Now Rashad Jamal is evil. He was aggressive. He taught violence and various other things. But I recall the first time I made a video about Rashad Jamal, they were all fully supportive of him and everything that he did. And they pretty much stood by Rashad Jamal. I think it's beyond fucked up when your wife is taking trips and spending your motherfucking money while that you locked up. Now, being that Rashad done been locked up, we know the charges. We don't even have to get into all of that. It's the situation with his wife right now that I'm addressing, because his wife took it to the TikTok app. And I remember when she went live and the stuff that she was saying during the live stream, and she made it seem as if that she really had Rashad Jamal's back. But throughout the letter, I see now that things are different, because she called to the prison stating that Rashad Jamal should be released. And when she did so, that's when correctional officers then rushed Rashad Jamal's cell. And they went there, and that's when they found a shank. They found a knife. So that's why Rashad Jamal is behind the glass right now. But there are several people that think that it could have been Rashad Jamal's wife. And her making that call to the prison was in order to get that phone that Rashad Jamal had in his cell taken. Once that phone would have been removed, she still would have been the sole possessor of the University of Cosmic Intelligence I Am Rashad Jamal page. So when people was questioning why the lesson stopped, why he's not, putting out any more lessons and it's not being uploaded to the YouTube channel that people went to for content about Rashad Jamal and all of the information that he was dropping, shit, man, his wife was already doing some other shit. That's why I think that the lesson slowed all the way the fuck down.